Welcome, curious minds, to Artificially Literate.
Hello, everyone.
This is a space where we dive into books, films, ideas, really anything that sparks curiosity and deeper thought.
We love breaking down the meanings, both, the literal story and the bigger philosophical picture.
Exactly. And today, we are unpacking a truly massive novel, one that's touched millions globally. Paulo Coelho is The Alchemist.
It's incredible, isn't it? Translated into over 80 languages, just a global phenomenon.
It really is.
And people often describe it as an entrepreneurial tale of universal wisdom, which sounds a bit grand, but there's truth to it.
How so?
Well, it's this beautiful story about magic, dreams, yes, but also about those treasures we look for everywhere else.
Only to find them sometimes, right where we started.
Exactly, at our doorstep. It's just, for me, an inspirational wonder. Really lifts you up.
It does. And that's our goal today, isn't it? To dig into those nuggets of knowledge, those insights we can maybe apply to our own lives.
Yeah. Coelho himself said the book is all of me, heart and soul. He felt people could understand his soul through Santiago's story.
Which is a powerful way to build bridges, he thought. So let's explore Santiago's journey. See how it maybe mirrors our own search for purpose.
Especially today, how do these lessons land now?
Let's find out.
Setting the scene. The story begins.
Okay, so we start in Andalusia, Spain. We meet Santiago, a young shepherd. Life seems pretty simple, predictable.
Peaceful, yeah. Following the rhythm of his flock.
But then comes this dream, a recurring dream about treasure hidden way over at the Egyptian pyramids.
And it disrupts everything. It's important to remember, too, he had already pushed back against his parents' plans for him.
Right, they wanted him to be a priest.
But he wanted to know the world, to travel, that desire, that pull. It's really the first hint of his personal legend, as the book calls it.
Even before he knows what that term means.
Exactly. And almost immediately, things start happening. Encounters. First, the gypsy woman.
Ah, yes, the dream interpreter.
She confirms the treasure is real, it's at the pyramids, but she also drops some wisdom, like dreams are the language of God.
And that the simple things are the most extraordinary, powerful stuff.
And practical, too. She wants to cut 1/10 of the treasure.
Yeah. It grounds this spiritual quest, doesn't it? There's a commitment, a price.
Definitely. Then comes the big one, maybe the most pivotal meeting.
Melchizedek, the king of Salem.
This mysterious, wise old figure, he's the one who introduces the core idea, the personal legend.
Which is?
It's that one thing you've always wanted to accomplish, something you often know deep down, maybe from childhood.
And he gives Santiago that incredibly famous line.
When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. It's hopeful, but maybe a bit daunting, too.
So.
Well, Melchizedek immediately follows up by warning about a mysterious force.
The one that tries to convince you not to follow your dream.
Precisely. He uses the example of the local baker, someone who put off his own dream for, stability, societal expectations.
So it's not just about wanting something and poof, it happens.
No, it's an active thing. You have to push past that internal resistance, that fear. Melchizedek even gives him tools.
Beginner's luck.
Yeah, the principle of favorability. The initial burst of success when you first commit, like life giving you a taste and encouragement.
And the stones, Urim and Thummim.
The black and white stones, yeah. For reading omens, getting a yes or no. But, crucially, he advises Santiago to try and make his own decisions first.
It's guidance, not a crutch.
Exactly. Self-reliance alongside faith. And then there's that wonderful little fable.
The secret of happiness. With the oil on the spoon.
That's the one. See all the marvels of the world and never forget the drops of oil on the spoon.
So keep your eyes on the big dream, the pyramids, but don't ignore the present moment, the responsibilities right in front of you.
Balance. It's all about balance and presence. Don't miss the journey by only focusing on the destination.
It really makes you pause and think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What is your personal legend, that thing that keeps quietly calling to you?
And are you noticing the omens, the little nudges, the opportunities that pop up in your own life? Are you open to them?
The journey's trials, setbacks and growth.
Okay, so Santiago is inspired. He sells his sheep, takes this huge leap.
And heads off to Tangier, Africa, full of hope.
And almost immediately, bam, disaster strikes.
He gets robbed, loses everything. That beginner's luck, gone. Just like that.
Talk about a test of resolve. I mean, the despair must have been overwhelming.
Absolutely. And this is such a relatable moment, right? You start something big, pour everything into it, and then face a massive setback. The urge to give up must be huge.
So easy to feel like a victim.
But Santiago doesn't stay there. He remembers the king. He has the stones. He realizes the blessing, the journey, isn't over. And he has this key insight.
I'm like everyone else. I see the world in terms of what I would like to see happen, not what actually does.
Yes, that's the shift. From wishing things were different to dealing with reality, taking agency.
He stops blaming, starts acting, which leads him to the crystal merchant.
Right. And he doesn't just take a job. He transforms the place. New ideas like the display case, serving tea in the crystal glasses.
He brings life back into this stagnant business.
But the merchant himself, he's such a fascinating counterpoint.
He dreams of Mecca. It's his personal legend, in a way.
But he's afraid to achieve it. He actually says, it's the thought of Mecca that keeps me alive. He prefers the dream to the potential reality.
Wow. The fear of achieving the dream is greater than the desire for it.
It's a powerful warning about letting fear paralyze you. Meanwhile, Santiago was learning constantly, not from books, like the merchant might, but from experience.
He's learning that language without words, connecting with people, reading situations.
Applying lessons from his shepherd life in this completely new context, recognizing omens in everyday life.
It really underlines the importance of just, doing things. Embracing change, putting in the effort even when it's uncomfortable.
And not letting that fear of disappointment hold you back.
So Santiago earns enough to go back home, buy even more sheep than before.
But he realizes that's not it. Returning isn't his path anymore. His personal legend lies forward. The merchant's maktub, it is written, kind of nudges him on.
It's destiny, but a destiny you have to actively participate in.
Exactly. And that's when he meets the Englishman.
The bookish alchemist in training.
Right, who believes all the secrets are hidden in complex texts. It's a great contrast, the Englishman's theoretical knowledge versus Santiago's lived experience.
Santiago kind of shows him that true understanding comes from the world itself, not just books about it, like the Emerald Tablet being so concise.
Simple truths learned through experience.
And speaking of learning and connecting, this feels like a good moment to remind everyone listening, if you're enjoying this deep dive, please follow Artificially Literate.
Yeah, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts.
We really appreciate the support, and it helps us keep bringing these conversations to you.
And it really feels like Santiago at this point is living that idea. When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it, even through the hardships.
The alchemist's guidance, love, fear, and destiny.
So Santiago joins a caravan crossing the desert, a long, perilous journey, and this leads him to the oasis.
And to Fatima.
Fatima. Love enters the picture in a really profound way here.
It's immediate, isn't it? He feels this connection, understands it as the pure language of the world. No explanation needed.
Coelho describes it as older than humanity, more ancient than the desert. Just this pure, instinctual knowing.
But Fatima is no mere passive love interest. She's incredibly wise.
She encourages him to continue his quest, right?
Yeah.
Even though it means leaving her.
Yes. She tells him, love never keeps a man from pursuing his personal legend. If he abandons that pursuit, it's because it wasn't true love.
The love that speaks the language of the world. Wow. That redefines love not as possession, but as support for the other's true path.
It's incredibly empowering. True love liberates. It doesn't constrain.
And then finally, he meets the title character, the alchemist.
His real mentor figure, who immediately starts testing him. Testing his courage, his connection to the soul of the world.
And the alchemist gives him perhaps the most crucial lesson, especially about fear.
Oh, absolutely. That quote, tell your heart that the fear of suffering is worse than the suffering itself.
And that no heart has ever suffered when it goes in search of its dreams.
Because every second of the search is a second's encounter with God and with eternity. Just stop and think about that.
We spend so much energy dreading potential pain or failure.
And that dread can be worse than the thing itself. The alchemist argues the search, the process of pursuing your dream, is where the divine connection happens, where the real living is done.
And Santiago has to live this, doesn't he, when he faces death?
And has to turn himself into the wind. Which sounds like pure fantasy, but symbolically.
It represents his complete surrender and connection to everything, the soul of the world. He achieves the impossible by believing and aligning with his destiny.
It reinforces that theme, all things are one. His fear is overcome by his connection.
The alchemist also demonstrates actual alchemy led into gold.
But he's very clear that's his personal legend, not Santiago's.
Right. Everyone's path is unique. You can't just copy someone else's magic.
And that little story he tells about the Roman centurion.
Yeah, whose simple faith had such lasting impact. It suggests that true influence often comes from quiet sincerity, not necessarily grand gestures. The treasure revealed and the ongoing journey. Okay, so after all this, the desert, the oasis, Fatima, the alchemist, turning into the wind, Santiago finally makes it. He reaches the pyramid.
The goal of the entire journey.
And then the twist, the ultimate irony.
The treasure isn't there, not physically buried at the pyramids.
No. The secret location is revealed to him by, wait for it, the leader of the thieves who beat him up near the pyramids.
It's incredible plotting. This thief mocks Santiago's dream, saying he had a recurring dream about treasure buried back in Spain.
Under a sycamore tree.
In a ruined church.
The exact place where Santiago started, where he used to sleep with his sheep.
It brings everything full circle. Like that Narcissus prologue, the lake reflecting beauty back, Santiago had to go all the way there to have his starting point reflected back to him, revealing its hidden value.
The physical treasure was waiting at home all along.
But he couldn't have recognized it, couldn't have claimed it without the journey. He needed the wisdom, the courage, the growth earned along the way.
So he goes back to Spain, digs under that sycamore tree,
and finds the chest. Spanish gold coins, jewels, artifacts, it's real.
The physical quest is complete. But you get the sense his personal legend isn't over.
Not at all. The wind blows from the desert, carrying Fatima's kiss. Love and purpose are intertwined now.
The true treasures are the internal ones. The wisdom, the connection, the understanding of that universal language. They aren't just in the chest.
Which is why Coelho writes, "It's true. Life really is generous to those who pursue their personal legend. It gives you what you need, even if it's not always what you expected."
So, reflecting on Santiago's epic journey, it really prompts some questions for all of us listening, doesn't it?
Definitely. What's your personal legend? What's that quiet calling inside you?
Are you noticing the omens, the synchronicities in your own life? Are you brave enough to follow them?
And how can we apply these lessons? Courage, listening to your heart, embracing the journey to our own paths right now.
It's about understanding that the destination is important, sure, but the transformation happens along the way.
And sometimes what you're searching for is closer than you think. You just need the journey to gain the eyes to see it.
A beautiful thought to wrap up on. Thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive into The Alchemist here on Artificially Literate.
It's been a great discussion.
If you enjoyed it, please do check out our other explorations and follow Artificially Literate wherever you listen. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. We'd love to have you with us.
Don't miss our next deep dive.
Stay tuned for the next book and keep seeking your own extraordinary path. I'm coming, Fatima.